Hi folks, welcome back. See those 5 words on your screen? Do we know all of them? If not, just hang on. In the next 15 minutes, we are going to learn all of them. So let's continue with Gre Capsule 500 most important words for GRE. I am your mentor Arijit. The first word is badinage. Badinage means humorous or witty conversation. These two folks are having a witty conversation explaining how all the toilet paper is supposed to protect us from the virus. Oh god, toilet paper to protect from virus. Let's look at this word. Badinage means humorous or witty conversation. People who refuse to talk seriously spend their time in ideal badinage, chit-chatting or humorous or witty conversation. Let's look at the synonyms. The synonyms are banter, repartee, raillery, joking or jesting. They all mean to badinage, to have a humorous or witty conversation, to banter, to repartee, raillery, joking or jesting. The next set of words is making fun of somebody. Persiflage, lampoon, burlesque, mimic or travesty. They all mean to make fun of somebody, to make fun of someone. Okay? So, badinage means humorous or witty conversation. Synonyms are banter, repartee, raillery, joking, jesting. The next word is baleful or baneful. They both mean threatening or harmful or destructive. You can look at this face. This is pretty baleful. Threatening. Let's look in detail. Baleful or baneful means threatening, harmful or destructive. The bowler shot a baleful glance at the batsman. Muhammad Ali often threatened his opponents with a baleful look. Threatening, harmful or destructive look. Let's look at the synonyms of baleful. Menacing, threatening, hostile, antagonistic, malevolent, malicious, malignant, maleficent. They all mean threatening. Other set of words can be vitriolic, vindictive, virulent. Again, something that is threatening, that's gradually getting into a more difficult situation. Can be pernicious, can be noxious, can be sinister. They all mean something that is threatening. So, our word baleful and baneful both mean threatening or harmful or destructive. The synonyms can be menacing, can be malevolent, can be malicious, can be malignant, can be virulent, can be vitriolic, can be vindictive, can be sinister, can be noxious, can be pernicious. Right guys? Let's go for the next word. Oh, the antonym. Okay, it's threatening, so antonym will be something that is boonful, so that's going to give a blessing. So boon, blessing, godsend, bonus, bonanza, or benison, they all mean an extra, what you can get. Another type of word is something like a boon is a gratuity, something like a tip or a donation or a reward, a fringe benefit, a bonus, a largesse, an incentive, a perquisite, or a lagniappe. They all mean boon, something extra. Let's go to the next word. Bemused. Bemused, you can look at the face. Bemused face. A puzzled or a confused person. Bemused. Let's look in detail. Bemused means puzzled or confused. A crowd of bemused onlookers. Bemused onlookers means puzzled or confused onlookers. Her bemused expression means puzzled expression. The synonyms can be bewildered, confused, perplexed, baffled, stumped, mystified, stupefied, nonplussed, bemused, muddled, befuddled, disconcerted or discomfited. All means puzzled. There's another word called flummoxed, which also means the same thing. Jaw dropped or be stupefied, maybe stumped. They all mean the same thing. Bewildered, perplexed, stupefied, befuddled, muddled, disconcerted or discomfited. They all mean puzzled or confused or bemused. Let's go to the next word then. Beleaguer. Beleaguer has got multiple meanings. In a very difficult situation means beleaguer. To be beleaguered is to harass, To beleaguer is to surround. To be in a difficult situation, this guy is in a difficult situation. To be surrounded also means to be beleaguered. These two people are sitting here and they are surrounded by a set of people. Okay, let's look in detail. What does beleaguer mean? Beleaguer in a very difficult situation. Beleaguer is to harass somebody, to surround with military force or something like that. Let's look at the usages. With the board not supporting the beleaguered director, somebody who is in a difficult situation, the beleaguered director, he had to step down. The beleaguered stock market. The stock market not performing well. Beleaguered stock market shows no sign of revival. Farmers are often beleaguered by pests. Relief forces are sent to the aid of the beleaguered city, surrounded city. So this is beleaguered, which is surrounded. The rest are harassed or are in a difficult situation. Let's look at the synonyms. The synonyms can be to besiege, to siege. Siege is to capture. Besiege. Again, besiege means to surround. To besiege. To besiege with a G. Besiege is to surround. To be surrounded, to be encircled, to be beset. They all mean to beleaguer something somewhere when somebody is in a difficult situation. Let's look at the word with a very different meaning but similar sounding. Beseech. Beseech is to be literally beg, ask fervently to do something. Beseech. Let's look in detail. This guy is besieging, asking fervently somebody to help him out. Beseech, to ask fervently to do something. They earnestly besieged his forgiveness. Synonyms can be to implore. Implore is to beg, please. To entreat, to importune, to plead, to petition, to supplicate. Supplicate is again beg somebody to please give. To adjure, obsecrate. They all mean to ask for help fervently. To implore, to beg, to importune, to supplicate, to abjure, to obsecrate, to entreat. They all mean the same thing, which is to ask fervently for some help from somebody. That means beseech. Let's go to the next word. The word bromide. Everybody who is from some chemistry background must have heard that this is a chemical compound used as a sedative. Obviously, bromide. It denotes, otherwise, the second meaning. This is the first meaning. The second meaning is it denotes a platitude, a commonplace, or something that is very boring. You can make out from the picture. This guy is teaching some statistics, and everybody is either sleeping or just wants to leave. He's dozing. So that's typical bromide. Let's look into details. Is a chemical compound that is used as a sedative, denotes platitude or a commonplace. Feel-good bromides create the illusion of problem solving. Actual problem is not getting solved, but feel-good bromides. Let's look at the synonyms. The synonyms can be hackneyed, something that is repeated multiple number of times. Hackneyed, trite, again, there's something which is multiple times repeated. Banal, which is repeated and which is very boring. Cliche, truism, commonplace, they all mean something that has been done multiple times. The typical humdrum of life is bromidic, because humdrum means something that is repeated, the same common boring life. Humdrum of life. So bromide means hackneyed, tried, banal, cliche, truism, commonplace, which is boring. The next word is BIBULOUS. Oh God, this man is sitting on his drink. So excessively fond of drinking alcohol is somebody who is excessively fond of drinking alcohol is BIBULOUS. Visit to his BIBULOUS buddy. A A bibulous 30-year-old who won't take no for an answer. So people who just love drinking, who are excessively fond of alcohol. Let's look at the synonyms. The synonyms of somebody who's bibulous is intoxicated, inebriated, absolute drunkard who cannot move, inebriated, drunken, tipping, crapulent who love to drink every day, to inebriate, to be a dipsomaniac, somebody who loves alcohol. This is the next form. To be bacchanalian. Bacchanalian is somebody who is drunk and creates a lot of nonsense. That's bacchanalian, being rowdy after drinking alcohol. Bacchanalian. Dipsomaniac is somebody who is having a mania for alcohol. So dipsomania. So bibulous means intoxicated, inebriated, tipping, crapulent, dipsomaniac, and the higher form, bacchanalian. Let's go to the next word, bucolic. Bucolic means rustic, rural or rustic. You can see from the background, it's typical bucolic environment. Okay, let's look at the detail. Bucolic means rural. Many of those in high places yearn for a bucolic life. Bucolic, rustic, rural life. People having placed in cities, they generally look forward to a bucolic life. Let's look at the synonyms. The synonyms can be rustic, can be rural, can be pastoral, can be country. Country means not the country. Country also means the village. Agrarian, idyllic, Sylvian or Georgic. They all mean a rural life. So bucolic, which is rural, means rustic, rural, pastoral. Country, agrarian, idyllic, Arcadian, Sylvian, or Georgic. They all mean the same thing, that is rural. Okay, looking at these 5 words now, I believe all of them have been discussed. So if you are still still cannot answer them, go back to the video and check out for yourself what is the meaning of these words. I'll be back again in the next video with next set of words. Till then, happy learning.